This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Hello, and welcome to Lifetime in Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
And I am Tim Piotrkowski.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Tim's back.
Hey.
Tim, you are.
Tim is back. Tim, how's life?
How
are you?
How are you, man?
It's
you're,
okay.
You're out of college.
Graduated
Yeah.
college. Film expert over here. Film degree. How's that degree treating you in film and theater?
In Chicago.
Fantastic.
Great. Yeah, you're like working in movies.
Yeah.
You're like, very busy.
Busy.
All the things.
What are you working on? Are you working on anything now?
Are you working on the new Batman?
Yep.
They
brand
film
new
here, right?
Batman.
There's another Batman.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Drew, you should know I don't know anything about superheroes.
I did do I was working at a haunted house during Halloween time.
Oh, you were?
Yep.
dude.
That was
Nice. Were you a sexy ghost?
Yep. Now they kept making me a demon pope.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
interesting.
Well, no, that makes sense.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see
They
it.
didn't make you shave?
No, surprisingly.
No,
I thought
demons,
yeah.
demons got beard.
Demons.
I'd have been like, you're a demon pope? You need to shave that beard.
Well, I love, my mom is a campus minister at a college, so I loved calling her up and being like, they keep making me play a demon pope at this haunted house. She's like, oh, don't tell me
She's
that.
like, oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah.
Timothy. Does she call you Timothy? No.
Not usually.
But when she's mad.
Yeah, when she's Timothy Michael.
Timothy Michael.
Whoa, that's serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the top of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we do our business. So Tim, thank you for wearing your suit today. I really think it's nice. I love the tie with the shirt combo. Like it really
Very
makes your
nice.
eyes pop. Drew, thank you for wearing a tasteful like knee-length skirt today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
And
Pinstripes.
And my top hat.
Top hat, right. And I am in a full white tux.
Yep. It's beautiful.
70s are back.
It's actually kind of bright.
Thank you.
I actually have a hard time looking at you right now.
With my aura and my suit.
Both
it's
together?
a lot.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot for me.
I'm a winter, spring, whatever. No. So we're talking about business. Don't forget to rate and review the podcast. We have seen so many reviews come in this past week, and it really helped us bump in the numbers. We're in the top 200 on iTunes for TV film.
Yeah.
We got a bump on Stitcher, as always. Thank you, Natalie Younger, for that.
Mm-hmm.
But rate and review us, leave an emoji review, or just write some kind words. And also, I'm just going to write a review right now on my phone. And I'm going to review the podcast as we're speaking, as Lifetime in Court, because you know what? I'm not above reviewing my own podcast, okay?
No, you should.
Like, Tim, get out your phone, review. Drew, get out your phone, review.
I can't because I own, it's
Oh,
on
you
my,
own Universe Head.
It's on
Right.
my thing, so
All right.
I can't,
So I am just
unfortunately.
going to do, like, emoji, like, subject and emoji title, because I don't want to, like, be biased and be like, Patrick is so amazing. So I'm just going to do, like, a rainbow and, like, a tree and, like, a wine glass or something.
Yeah.
And, like, a heart.
Yeah.
Also, I'm looking at this, and someone called me a skinny legend.
A skinny legend?
The title is Patrick is a Skinny Legend. I feel like that's something I would have asked for people to write, but I kind of hope I didn't. So if you're listening to this podcast and you just wrote like Patrick is a Skinny Legend, that's really funny and I love you. So yes, that is posted. Lifetime in Court has reviewed Lifetime in Court. Okay. But for real, more on business, because we're at the top of the podcast. Or maybe I'll save it for the end. I'm at the end of the podcast. I'm going to go over what we're covering next, because we're going to switch it up a little bit. We are called Lifetime in Court. So we're going to deviate from Hallmark and go to actual Lifetime Christmas movies because Lifetime got their shit together this year.
And got some Christmas movies.
Well, they had Christmas movies last year, but they didn't release the schedule till like December 25th. And I was like, well, I don't need the schedule now. It all has happened.
Christmas is over.
Yeah. But this week, Hallmark and Lifetime are releasing 18 movies during the Thanksgiving week. So happy Thanksgiving. 18 movies are coming.
18 movies in 1 week.
I am writing a blog post for every movie, but on the podcast, we are only covering a select few, which we will cover at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
But now we are here to talk about our favorite movie of this week, Return to Christmas Creek. Yes, it stars Tori Anderson, Steven Weber, Carl Matchett, and Stephen Huszar.
Stephen Huszar, what a hunk.
What a hunk. Steven Weber from Wings, Drew.
Yes, he is. Yep.
Just so you are aware.
Yep.
But Tim, I made that all business before. Thank you for taking off your suit while we were talking about
Of course.
business. Now Tim is wearing a tank top and capri pants.
Yep.
So, good choice.
Beautiful.
But tell me a little bit about Christmas, because last time you were on for a Tori Spelling thing, and now you're here for a Christmas thing. So do you love Christmas? Do you hate Christmas? Like, what's your deal?
Oh no, yeah, I love Christmas. I mean, like, right, as soon as like Halloween ends, I'm like, all right, time for
It's
Christmas.
then.
Yeah, because I mean, who puts up Thanksgiving decorations? Really, it's just like pumpkins.
I feel like only elementary schools do.
Yeah,
Right,
there's,
they
like,
do the hand
turkeys.
turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So already listening to Christmas music, getting in the
hitting that
Christmas
up.
spirit.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Ooh.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh man,
My bad. Mine's Breath of Heaven.
I've
of
never
Heaven.
even heard
It
of
goes like
that.
this. Breath of... You have to sing it breathy. Breath of Heaven. That's all I know. That's all of
Are you sure it's about Christmas?
Wait, did you
Oh,
make...
I also like Mary,
you
Did
write-
You Know? Mary, did you know? You have to sing like Britney. Mary, did you know? Yeah, baby boy.
I feel like you're just making these up.
These are real. They're also all Jessica Simpson Christmas, so that's the only Christmas I know.
This album you've listened to.
Mine is the one from... It's actually Nightmare Before Christmas,
It's like,
which is both
"This
a
is
Halloween and a Christmas.
This is Halloween.
No, I like the one where his what's this? What's this?
That's a good one.
There's magic everywhere.
Oh, well, because it has magic in it, and Drew loves Christmas magic.
Yep.
All right, we've stalled enough for you to say your best Christmas.
I mean, like obviously I like John Lennon's Christmas song. That's a good one. But
Yeah.
John Lennon.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he was a
I'm
Beatle.
sorry, John Lennon.
Yeah,
I don't know him. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
But like
Beatles.
I like the classic songs. That are "Come All Ye Faithful" and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
more church-esque. to
Churchy
it.
ones.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
They're
It-
haunting.
Christmas is about Jesus. So if you
Also.
didn't like Christmas Jesus songs, then you just don't know.
And like sometimes Christmas is about Santa Claus only,
Right.
not Jesus.
Well, Return to Christmas Creek is all about Christmas,
Santa
not
Claus.
Jesus.
Okay.
Not Jesus. So let's jump into the movie. So we're starting off in Chicago.
Ooh, another Chicago one.
Well, so I saw that it was on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel.
Yes.
So by the title "Return to Christmas Creek," I thought it was going to be like a mystery,
Oh no.
like going back to. And then I was like, nope,
Oh, no.
not at all.
I'm sorry, Tim. Was it not a mystery? I watched the movie and I was like, what's going to happen? I have
Yeah.
no idea. No clue. So we have Amelia, okay? She goes to Turks and Caicos for Christmas, and she goes by herself because her boyfriend, Brad, wants her to hang out with his family during Christmas.
Okay.
And he's like very obsessed with that. And she's like, I need to get some sun. I need to get some tan. I'm a blonde woman. I have amazing hair.
Yeah.
Did you not have amazing hair, Tim?
Yeah, she did have amazing hair.
I mean, her hair was amazing. She is an app designer because don't forget, Drew, millennial things.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, of course, it has to be an app.
And she designs an app. It's called like Christmas Assist.
Well, the first one's Closet Assist, and then she makes the
She
new
makes
one
a
for the
spin-off.
Christmas time.
So Christmas Assist, Drew, is an app that helps you create a wish list.
Okay.
Kind of like Amazon wish list.
Just like any online shopping app.
Right.
Online shopping at all.
And, you get the list, and then the people know when you buy the presents, and then the presents ship to the person, and you don't even have to go to the person. It comes wrapped, and you're done. Impersonal present giving.
Okay. Like Amazon.
But so her boss is like, that's not true to the Christmas spirit. We're going to have to pass on your app.
They pass on the app right away, and
love
she's
that.
like, I know Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
from Christmas motherfucking Creek, bitch. And she
Yeah.
pulls out her gang signs, and she puts on a red bandana, and she's like, I will cut you.
And then she puts on a green bandana.
And then she's like, Christmas Creek.
Christmas Creek.
Christmas
Motherfucker,
Creek.
Christmas Creek. I'm a brother. What about Luke?
From the creek.
Those are no words I said.
Christmas Creek, Iowa.
It's somewhere near Chicago because she drives there.
It's too hard.
Christmas Creek, Illinois.
So she gets rejected from the thing.
708. Christmas Creek.
But Drew, she doesn't only get rejected for the app, she also gets rejected by her boyfriend who literally comes to her house. She is cooking dinner with her parents who live in Chicago. Her dad's laid off and her mom's like, knitting or something. I don't know what she's
Okay.
doing. And it doesn't even matter.
Doing just
It
like a
doesn't
mom
matter.
thing.
The mom's just a mom.
Basically, the parents also live in Chicago, and they're like, "Oh, we're so excited!" And we're, they got a postcard from their uncle, her
The
uncle,
hotel, at least.
Amelia. So
Okay.
this is convoluted. So let me try to explain this as succinctly as possible.
Okay.
Amelia is our protagonist. Her parents live in Chicago. The dad's brother, his name is Uncle Henry.
Okay.
Okay. The dad never gets a name.
No.
Maybe
No,
an
it's
I'm-
Dan. It's Dan.
Oh, it's Dan.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad Tim's here. I'm glad. Did you learn that in college? How to name people in movies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you? Wait. Is that Steven Weber?
Yeah. Stephen Weber's Uncle
so it
Henry.
says Harry.
Oh,
not
Harry.
Henry.
Whatever. I'm not even reading my notes.
So
Jeez.
You want to take this away, Tim? Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, Uncle Harry, is that right? Mm-hmm. Uncle Harry does this thing called Fly by Santa. Speaking of Bloods and Crips, it's not like a drive by Santa where you shoot all the children. It's like a Fly by Santa where you give them presents.
where you shoot presents.
Right. You
Yeah.
shoot presents. It's like a t-shirt gun, and you're just like, pew, 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 pew. And like everyone's like, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God, yes, but look out.
That's me.
Yeah.
Like when I went to like Universal Studios, I'm like, oh my God, yes. Shoot me a shirt
Shoot me a shirt.
from that shirt gun. No, that's just me.
But also, look out.
But look out, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Also, keep your eye out.
Fly by Santa.
Fly by Santa.
Dangerous. So she is cooking dinner with her parents for Brad to come over. And Brad comes over and he's like, hey, Amelia, by the way, like, are you going to come to my parents' house for Christmas? Because, like, it means a lot to me. And, like, I just need this to happen. And she's like, I'm going to Turks and Caicos. What was unclear about that? And he was like, what was unclear about that is that we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wrong answer, bitch.
Yeah.
But then she
Yeah.
doesn't go on her vacation.
She doesn't.
So then she could have just went to his Christmas.
Yeah.
I was like,
She's so distraught, Drew,
Not
that,
Tori
that
Anderson.
she decides to, Amelia decides to go to Christmas Creek, return to Christmas
without
Creek,
telling
if you
her
will.
parents. Oh, her parents do not know.
Right. To find the true meaning of Christmas.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, that's where.
And to help with her app.
Oh,
Right.
I think she'll get in touch with Christmas more.
Yes.
and not copy Amazon.
So, also, while they're breaking up, Brad and Amelia, he's like, you're always talking about your app and your work. And she's like, this is my actor moment of making dialogue work. The dialogue is, please don't pull my app into this. Okay? So I'm going to do a dramatic reading. And please don't pull my app
Okay.
into this. She did it less better than me. Please don't pull my app into this. How was that? Good?
Yeah, that was good.
Solid.
Good job.
Please. Don't put my app into this. Don't put my app into this. Please don't put my app into this.
It's just emphasizing the wrong words.
Right.
Please don't put my app into this. Please don't.
Yes, but she returns to Christmas Creek basically because she sees the invite that Uncle Harry sent, or Harry.
Well, the bellboy sent it.
Well, right. But she sees like a picture of her as a child because she used to do the Fly by Santa thing.
Co-pilot.
Right. She used to co-pilot it. Sure.
Yeah.
So Amelia gets in her car. She drives to Christmas Creek from Chicago, wherever Christmas Creek is.
She says like 2 hours away. So 2 hours away from Chicago.
Michigan, Wisconsin,
Christmas Creek is
Tennessee.
actually, so it was the original name of Peoria,
Oh,
okay.
Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah. It used to be called Christmas Creek.
Right. None of us from this area. We don't know. But her GPS stops working on the app that she has.
Stops working.
Which, you know, if you
'Cause
are an app designer, I feel like your app should work
all
no
of
matter
magic?
what your signal is.
Magic?
Not
magic
magic. This is
This is where the
a
mystery
Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Drew. So
yeah.
it's more
Mystery.
about the drama, not about the magic.
Yeah, you're right.
A handsome, old-fashioned Hollywood type, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Like, don't you think he's like freaking like Clark Gable?
Yeah, right. He's almost at that point where it's like, is he too old for it? No, they're the same age.
Right. And it's like, if you saw this man in real life, you'd be like, whoa, you're attractive. But if you saw him in like a picture, you'd be like, you're
all right.
ugly.
Oh, okay.
You ugly. And in a movie, you're like, you're fine. You're fine.
You're good.
So handsome stranger is like, hi, I noticed you were like driving really slow on this road and you seem lost, and I can help you get to wherever you're going because I'm a search and rescue
Yeah,
guy.
I love his job as search and rescue.
That was his job.
Not anything in particular. He's not like
Just search and
just
rescue.
search and rescue.
Is this guy named Phil in the thing?
His name is
Mike.
yeah
Mike Ruggles.
Ruggles. I remember the
Mike.
last name.
Oh, so that's the guy. Yeah. No, he looks beautiful in a fucking picture.
Oh, really?
And
He pulls it off? He's
Are
smizing?
you kidding me? Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, he has such a clavicle.
Look at that clav.
Look at that.
Whoa,
That's
what
a
a
deep clav.
what a muscular clavicle.
What a
So
beautiful man.
So Mike turns out he like takes her to where she's going, Amelia, and she's going to her uncle's lodge. He has a lodge.
Yeah.
A hotel.
A hotel.
Whatever you want to call
It doesn't matter. And it's the same freaking place as Lacey Chabert's movie where she's in a cabin, the Secret
Sure.
Valentine cabin. It's the same cabin. Just so we're all clear. And Uncle Henry's like, Harry, damn it. Uncle Harry is like, he doesn't recognize her at first. So he's like, we don't have any rooms available.
it. He's like,
miss."
sorry, ma'am. You have to check somewhere else.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And she's like, but
You don't know me?
But
It's me,
yeah, it's me.
Uncle.
And he's like, well, good thing because I kept your room exactly how it was when you were a child here.
Little kid.
And he takes her. Well, also, she knows Mike Ruggles from childhood also.
Oh, and I love when he finds out who she is. She's like, wow, you're Amelia? That's a surprise. And he's like,
"Damn."
I'll say. That's his big line. I'll say it is.
Oh, boy. So they go to the little girl's room, and it's like exactly the same. And I'm like, why did Uncle Harry have the room just like the same? He could have sold that room for like a hotel room or something.
Yeah.
But no, he just left it.
Sounds
It's
like he's-
her Barbies are in it, her My Little Ponies are in it.
But the whole house is the same, too, not just the room. He didn't change anything in the house.
Yeah, and her parents aren't dead. It's not like he's like keeping some
Yeah.
memories alive. It's just weird. It's weird.
Look, if this is like one little
Mystery.
step away from Lifetime getting weird.
Yes.
My crazy uncle or something, whatever it would be. Uncle Nasty.
It would be like-
Uncle Nasty.
No, an uncle's deception. An uncle's deception.
An
what it
uncle's
would be called.
deception.
And I'll work on that title. Don't worry. So Amelia goes around town, and she's like, the town is living up to its name, which is Christmas Creek. It's very Christmassy.
There's Christmas stuff going on.
and there's a
Yeah.
creek.
Yeah, yeah.
There's lights.
I could see that.
A
Yes.
tree.
So she's like walking around and she meets a little girl named Scout.
Scout.
Okay.
And Scout is obsessed with Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God, your name's Amelia?
name's Amelia.
Have you ever heard of Amelia Earhart?"
Have you ever heard of the
Yeah, I have,
number
you
one woman pilot?
fucking idiot child.
Right? And Amelia's like, "I was actually named after her."
Oh.
And Scout's like, What are the odds?
She's like, "You're so lucky.
I'm so
Your
shocked."
name's Amelia. I wish my name was Amelia."
She's like, "My dad works in the military, and I'm a child."
Yeah, my grandpa flew planes.
Yes, and Uncle
Children, they just give you the whole exposition. That's
They
great.
do.
Good for them.
Uncle Harry has an ex-girlfriend also who she meets in the town. Amelia does, and her name's Pamela.
Okay.
Pamela and Uncle Harry used to date back in the day when Amelia was a child, and she's like, "Why didn't you guys stay together?" And we'll find out, I guess. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a
Ooh.
mystery.
Now I see where the mystery comes in.
Yes. But also, Mike Ruggles, the boy, the childhood boy who is now a man,
Yeah.
search and rescue man,
Yeah.
he replaced Amelia as
co-pilot.
Uncle Harry's co-pilot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's important. So Amelia and Uncle Henry talk about the past and like what happened with Pamela. And he's like, I think he says he forgot her birthday and that's why they broke up. Is that true, Tim?
Yeah, so like whenever the day that her parents split and they left the town, it was like
Amelia's
her birthday.
parents.
Yeah, Amelia's parents, when they left the town, it was Pamela's birthday. So he was dealing with his brother's problem. And so he forgot about her birthday. And it wasn't the first time, though. So that's why she was
He's
like,
forgot her birthday on multiple
Yeah.
occasions.
Oh boy.
And Drew, if you're like, what are you saying about the parents? We don't get clarification till the end of the movie. So it's building the mystery.
I was worried Scout wasn't going to get a mom.
I know.
Because they kept showing her with no mom. I was like, where's Scout's
Yes. So speaking of Scout's mom is actually Mike Ruggles' sister.
Oh.
So it's tying it all together. So Mike Ruggles is Scout's.
Yeah.
I know it's
Uncle's
a lot.
a
It's a lot, Drew. It's like,
lot.
you didn't come into the podcast today expecting to know about a family tree.
But
But you do.
But I'm sorry, you have to know
That's
the family
fine.
tree to
That's
know
what
the
I-
movie.
Good. I mean, I have to know.
And it's a good thing you have a whiteboard here because I've drawn a tree.
Yes. So there's a whole.
And I spent
all the
I
leaves.
spent too much time on the trunk. Like I drew like the lines.
You
I drew the
You
roots.
came here 2 hours
I
before
did.
we.
I put an
did this.
owl. I put
Yeah.
an owl on there.
What's the owl? I don't know.
Yeah.
The owl is God.
Okay.
Okay, I see that. Now I see that. Before.
Now that makes sense.
Now that you
Capital
say it.
G-O-D.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So yes,
That
but
actually clears up a lot. I was waiting to see who the owl was in this story. Now that I know it's just God, boom, easy.
and Uncle Harry and Pamela,
Mm-hmm.
they have like chemistry going on.
Yeah.
They still got it.
She works at a
Yeah.
restaurant. She works at the Italian restaurant called Mistletoe.
But does she work at the coffee shop too?
Well, right. That's why I was confused. I was like, maybe they have a coffee
do
shop
coffee
in the day, and then at night they're a fancy Italian
Yeah,
restaurant.
that's why I was confused. I was like, wait, what?
Do they have does everything in there, like it's Italian restaurant, but it's like Mistletoe's?
Oh my God, yes.
Or something.
Hallmark doesn't have the time to put the details in there, Drew.
Yeah.
But if you did the design for the menu,
Oh, I'd do it.
it would have already been
It would
on
be
there.
called Mistletoe's, the best pizza in town.
Yes,
And
yes.
Christmas Creek, because you got to have
It's
it.
like Merry Meatballs.
Mary Meatballs.
So turns out that Scout wants to enter the gingerbread contest, of course.
Oh yeah.
And she recruits Mike and Amelia to help her out. And they're like, okay, we'll help you. But first, we got to go buy a Christmas tree. They decorate the lot together. Amelia and Mike Ruggles are getting back together.
Yeah,
getting
they're
their
starting to
mojo.
know each other again.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're doing all these things. But they go to have a fancy dinner at the Mistletoe restaurant where Pamela works.
Okay.
And I will note here that Pamela could be a waitress, she could be a hostess, or she could be a lounge singer.
Well, it almost seems like she owns it, but since it's such a small town, she can come out to the tables and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, it's enough.
You're
Yeah.
here." Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And she sits at the piano and she's like, "Hi everyone, thanks for coming to my restaurant, Mistletoe Restaurant." That's the name.
Mistletonis.
And she's like, I'm going to sing a song for you. But before she can play the song, they cut away.
Yeah, she dedicates it to Amelia, and then you don't hear her sing at all.
At all.
Weird.
At all. So I was like, did she just play the piano? Or
Usually that's like the Hallmark. Usually
They
they'll
lean into
they'll
that.
spend- They'll spend 5 minutes.
But
in
you
that
know
song.
what, Drew?
Yeah.
The actress who played Pamela is not a singer. She's just an actress. So she can't
Right.
possibly sing.
Yeah.
She's not Leanne Rimes. She's not Kelly Pickler.
Couldn't possibly do that.
Couldn't possibly sing.
I bet she could sing.
I think she could.
she was a good actress. She
looks,
could sing.
She
She
looks
was.
like she could
She's
sing.
a good actress.
She can lip sync better than Kelly Pickler could. Leanne Rimes just had her own music playing over her acting.
as a soundtrack.
Yes, but Kelly Pickler at least tried to lip sync to her songs.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Return to Christmas Creek, girl.
That's what the title should have been. I
Re-
think.
Return to Christmas Creek, comma girl.
Girl.
Gurl.
Yeah.
Yes. So next they start like having a snow fight or something and like making snow angels. We're like hitting all the tropes here.
Okay. Hitting all the-
Amelia and Mike, they like do
They
all
look
this-
it through a telescope also.
They
at the
do.
stars.
Yeah.
They look through a telescope?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah, there's
And
Ooh.
they almost kiss.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Well, no, in that scene they don't. They just hold hands while they snow angel together.
Aw.
You know, I've made a snow angel or two in my lifetime.
You can't do that.
How
holding
could you hold a
hands.
hand? How could you hold a hand? I
Look,
don't
here's the
know.
thing. I know how to make snow angels. My snow angel game is fucking on point.
Yeah.
So the mystery's starting to unravel. Like sleuthers are here. They're starting to unravel the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Angela Lansbury's there. With, like Latoya Jackson's there with a magnifying glass, like looking.
Everyone in town knows
They got
Amelia's
on-
there. She's like, "Oh, I heard you're in town again."
They got on Unsolved Mysteries on
They
Reddit.
did. They got. So it turns out Uncle Harry and Amelia's dad got into a fight because Amelia's dad had to take a job away from Christmas Creek and leave the lodge that had been inherited to the brothers.
And at the time, Harry wasn't the best like partner to have to run the
Right. He was like
acting wild.
he was doing all that.
He's a wild child.
He was
He was like the middle child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly the middle child.
I don't know.
Tim, you're the youngest. You don't know.
Yeah, but my sister is the middle child, and she's definitely not the wild one.
But she's a girl. Middle child
Middle
boys.
child dudes.
Middle child-
Trouble.
Middle child
Trouble.
dudes are fucking shrubs.
Yes.
All the way.
As my brother Tim.
Yeah.
Not Tim Piotrkowski. Tim, my brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And he's
Trouble.
the-
Thanks for
he's the
clarifying.
middle child.
He's the middle child and I'm the
trouble.
oldest. And I was like, girl, I might be a gay boy, but I'm not the middle child. And Tim's like, I will definitely deliver on all the drama. And he did. Thanks, Tim. Really took the pressure off me.
Took the pressure off of me.
And then Joe's like the perfect child. That's my youngest brother.
Yeah, that's me. Because I'm the
Right.
youngest.
The youngest is
Yeah,
always the
perfect.
perfect baby
Because
genius.
you were raised by like a ton of people.
Exactly.
Well, right. Well, and then they also knew like what they failed on the previous kids. They're like, okay, we got to do that different.
Yes.
do this better.
And they all like help you. All your siblings are like also raising you, so they're like,
Yeah, you're
oh,
raised by
yeah,
a
you're
bunch
gonna
of
be great.
folks.
And I can learn from their mistakes because they're just.
True.
Yeah.
True. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Tim's childhood because we could have a whole podcast episode.
That's a whole different podcast.
A whole series. I mean, it's called like Tim's childhood, and the theme song's like this. Tim's childhood. Okay, but no. So where Amelia and Mike Ruggles are literally roasting chestnuts on an open
They
fire.
are. When he's like, we're here roasting
that's
chestnuts. I
great.
was like, what?
Well, that's fun.
And they make small talk, and they're like about to kiss, and
This is when
then
they about to kiss.
the freaking guy, the lodge like receptionist or whatever. That's sexist of me to say a receptionist, but I think a receptionist can be a man, right?
Of course.
I believe so.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like in Latinx culture where it's like Latino, Latina, Latinx. But I don't think
Sure.
receptionist.
I think you could say reception. I can't even say it.
Reception.
Reception.
Oh, we're a receptionist.
I don't think
Oh,
it has a gender. So
hey, you're a receptionist.
I've seen both.
Anyways, so But the receptionist, by the way, is one of the only people of color in this movie because I've started a thing on my blog called Minority Report, where I do.
This is Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's Tom Cruise, and then I list all the people of color in the movie. So he was one of them, the people of color coworker who works the check-in at the lodge. He's probably
He's
the only one.
He's the one that turns out he sent the letter.
Yes,
Is he like Filipino?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's so weird on IMDb is he's the first billed actor.
Oh my God, he's the most. Wow.
Well, he was the best.
He was the best, and I was kind of jealous. So I'm like, I could play that part.
Yeah,
I could play that part.
absolutely.
Okay, but no. So they're roasting chestnuts, and the guy interrupts.
He's like, "Oops,
He's
sorry." He even knows he interrupted. Sorry to interrupt, whatever that was.
I loved it though because they were like, haha, we were about to kiss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Pamela and Uncle Harry are now on a date, right? So they're drinking like very big glasses of wine.
Yeah, a lot of wine drinking in this movie.
This movie had so much wine that I had to I think I drank 2 bottles. I think I did. By the power of suggestion. And Uncle Harry and Pamela sing Old Lang Syne with harmonies.
Yeah, they do.
And what's his name?
You mean like the
Dan, wait, which one? Harry?
Steven Weber,
Oh.
the actor.
Mm-hmm.
What can he do? He sings. He acts. He flies planes.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. And Old Lang Syne is a New Year's song. I'll give you that.
It is.
That's true, though. I was like, this is.
But I loved it because he was like, it's like, would all acquaintance be forgotten? You sing it and I'll sing the harmony.
I don't know the
Wait.
words. May all the acquaintance be forgotten.
I can't think of the harmony. I'm trying to go up 3 steps, but I just can't in my mind. But he really tried, and it didn't sound good, Drew.
It didn't?
But I appreciated him going for the harmonies.
But then they show
Yeah.
Pamela sing there too, and I was
Right,
like,
I'm
so
like,
then why didn't we show her earlier?
Should have
sing?
just sang in her mistletoe mistletoe.
Miss Tony's.
Mr. Tony's.
Hey.
Hey, come on down
Hey,
to
you
Mr.
want
Tony's.
you want a
Come on.
kiss? Go down to Miss.
We'll
Yeah.
get-
Oh,
give
we got
you-
mistletoe. You get a kiss.
You get a kiss. You get a steak.
We kiss you on both cheeks.
Hey.
Hey, get a pizza.
So, not to be outdone, because it's starting to feel in this movie like Uncle Harry and Pamela are having a rival romance with Mike Ruggles and Amelia. It's like they're one-upping each other on the romance. It's like so much romance.
There is a lot of romance.
And I'm
Not like competitively.
No,
thing.
they're not like.
Just in the
I'm
movie.
gonna
No.
get her before you get.
It's
Gotcha.
like Uncle Harry and Pamela are kissing on the couch, okay? And Amelia and Mike are kissing on the opposite side of the couch. And then Uncle Harry and Pamela
Are
like
kissing.
put down a bra strap, and then Mike and Amelia put down a bra strap. You know what I'm saying?
This is weird.
It is weird. It
This
is
is
weird.
fucking
It's
weird.
getting weird. It's getting weird.
But I was rooting for the uncle. I was like, he better.
Right. I'm like, I care more about the uncle and Pamela than Amelia and Mike Ruggles.
Yeah, but that's weird that they're doing that.
And
this is really
And
weird.
True.
What you're telling
it's
me.
intercut. Like it's like Pamela and Mike Ruggles, Pamela and Uncle Harry, Mike Ruggles and Amelia, like combating
Right.
in this thing, and it made me feel like,
And they're okay.
whose story am I rooting for? I'm
Just-
rooting for them both, but
Just to make sure, they're like in different places, right? They're not.
they
Like,
are.
on
They
the
are.
same.
My
couch.
analogy about the couch
They
was an
are. No, but I
exaggeration.
know what you mean.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
figured that, but I just wanted to clarify. I was like, wait,
it's kind of what it feels like, though. It's kind of what it feels like.
There.
that's fucking weird. That's weird. I've never. I don't know.
This has never happened in a Hallmark movie ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be married, like running this hotel. And
I
then
thought
was
they were
like,
divorced, like Pamela
Or
and,
something,
and Uncle Harry, but they're not. They're just sweethearts.
They
who-
weren't even ever married.
They weren't ever
apparently.
married.
in and out of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
That's
never
weird.
Aunt Pamela.
So Mike and Amelia are making toys for the Fly by Santa, not the Drive by Santa event. And they go to the restaurant for a fancy lunch with wine because they're at lunch and they're drinking
Why
wine.
not? Wine?
Yeah.
They're
And
like wine, right?
and I was like, this is probably when I got my other bottle. And I was like, well, if they're drinking before 5, I will too. And Mike asks Amelia to be his date to the Christmas tree lighting. And Amelia left her phone at the lodge. And our gay innkeeper, who I'm saying is gay Asian innkeeper, who I could totally have played, by the way, he answers the phone and he's like, oh, hello, who is this? Hello, hello, hello. And no one talks. And he gives the phone to Uncle Harry. Who is it? Amelia's parents.
No one. They hung up.
The dad or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But they know now that she has returned to Christmas Creek.
Because they didn't know up until that point. They thought she was.
Okay. And I put a lot of exclamation marks here because it was very dramatic. Oh. And it was like, they know.
Yeah. She's like, I can't even do this anymore. They know about it.
They know.
I can't enjoy Christmas.
Wait, is there any, because there's this other trope that I think is hilarious for any movie ever, not just Hallmark, but the hanging up without saying bye.
Oh.
Thing in movies.
Here's the thing. When the parents, presumably Amelia's dad, hears Uncle Harry or whoever
his voice. Yeah.
He hangs up.
Yeah, hangs up
like,
right
I'm
away.
not talking to my brother.
Oh, so that's like just a normal like hang up. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like when my brothers call me, I just hang up on them. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, Tim, you're the middle brother. I don't want to talk to you.
No.
Joe, you're my baby brother. Sorry, I don't have time right now.
Wow.
I'm very busy doing a podcast.
But didn't you get that message of the movie at the end? There's some families that wish they could spend time with their family because they're not around anymore.
Oh
you should be spending time with your family.
Don't worry. I'm going home for like 3 weeks.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. So the Christmas tree lighting happens. The gingerbread thing happens. Scout wins the gingerbread contest, of course.
Her uncle is the one like giving the award to.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, surprise, it's my niece.
He's like, I didn't have anything to do with the voting.
Mm-hmm. And like the town baker's like, this is rigged.
Yeah. He's like, mine was way better.
Are you kidding me? I did falling waters. I did fucking falling waters.
Yes, gingerbread waterfall. Not cool.
Professional.
So Amelia's parents arrive in
I
town.
did a Frank Lloyd Wright replica exactly.
Yes.
I used CAD.
Oh my goodness, it's true. But I couldn't even tell you what Scout's gingerbread house looked like because we don't see it.
We see it the one time before it's complete, and it looks just like a regular house.
Yeah,
but
right.
I mean,
so Amelia's parents arrive in town, and they have a tense like sit down in the lodge, and then they have a holiday dinner, and the brothers are like fighting at the table, and it's getting very like crazy because they're like the business wasn't handled properly, and the parents and all this stuff and the drama, and Amelia somehow gets inspired for her app, and she's like, you know what is better than gifts at Christmas? Donation.
it's the pictures that Pamela's friend took of the Christmas tree lighting in the gingerbread houses. When she saw the pictures, she's like, you know what? I've just figured out this app. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's
So
her jump.
She's going to get donations for Christmas instead of gifts because it's about giving at the holidays.
Personalized gift giving.
And before she like has a meeting, it's a slam dunk with the financer.
Oh yeah,
He's
she
like,
calls up
I
the
love
guy
it.
on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Or like Christmas Eve.
He's like, I love it.
He's like, well, I'm listening.
Yeah. He's like, my family's here, but I am.
I mean,
totally-
I'm celebrating Christmas, but
Yeah.
I
I'll
can
come
listen.
down to the office right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm on my way to Christmas Creek.
2 hours, right?
So Amelia rounds up her family and she sits them down. She's like, okay, guys. She gives like a speech and she's like, the spirit of Christmas, this is what Tim's talking about. The spirit of Christmas, everyone has the opportunity to be, not everyone has the opportunity to be with their family. So we should just, bury the hatchet
you have
here,
the
brothers.
opportunity,
And
yeah.
like, you should be happy to be together. And Uncle Harry and Amelia's dad are like, we're brothers and we're fine.
So then they hug. I love the mom's line when they finally get up and hug. She's like, at last. I just love that. I was like, yes.
Yeah, actually, she sings at last. Yes, exactly. And I'm like, whoa,
Like, this is why we don't hug in front of you guys.
right.
You guys make a weird thing
Yeah.
out of it. We're brothers. We don't need to do that. We get it.
So Uncle Harry hires Amelia's dad back at the lodge because,
Oh yeah, because he lost. They moved to Cali. He lost his job there, and then they moved to Illinois, and he's been no job. So I don't know what they've been
I
doing.
think he's been living off Amelia's apps.
Yeah.
Chicago.
She's like, I'll pay for your guys' room, and he's like, no, we don't need your money. We can pay.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot.
they stop. So Amelia goes to the town square and she tells Mike Ruggles that she loves him, and
Okay.
he's like, "I love you too, baby girl."
Yeah.
And they say they
Quick.
love each other.
I know. I was like,
Wow.
really? After just a couple of days,
They kiss.
Never know.
And he's like, "I've been waiting 17 years for this
which
moment."
also isn't a smooth line.
That would make me really creeped out.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Be
never
like,
mind.
Sorry, what?
You've been waiting 17 years for this?
She's like, I haven't even been thinking about you.
And waiting?
Because that
For
would
this
make them my age. So that's like
Yeah,
my,
he says almost. He's like, I've been living here almost 30 years.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, that's not my age. Oh, I am 30. Well, actually, I'm 25.
Well, he went to the Air Force, or he was in the Army or whatever before he came back. So.
There's a whole military sideline, Drew, that, by the way, we should talk about because it made my roommate Sarah Reed cry.
It made me cry too, but I've been crying at everything lately. I think something's wrong.
Oh, it's fine. Just go to a doctor. You can't. You're out of college now. You don't have health insurance.
No, everything sucks now that you're out of college. That's
Yeah,
why
well, exactly.
everyone cries.
Scout's dad
in the
is
Army.
a military man, okay? And
the whole movie they've been building up like, is Dad gonna come home? Probably not. He's not gonna make it.
but then
Okay.
he shows up at the Fly by Santa Christmas thing, and Scout's like, "My dad's here," and they hug, and that's it.
Yeah, it's not
But
like
it really is effective because it did make Sarah Reed and Tim cry.
Yeah.
I have no feelings, so I can't cry.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of
when I got Botox, I think they put it too close to my eyes, and I can't physically cry.
Crying.
My tear ducts are ruined. So thank you, doctor.
And
Just
it
kidding.
also just
no,
went
my
into
doctor's
your-
great. My plastic surgeon's
brain.
great. I love her. Anyways, so before they get on the plane, because of course, Uncle Henry gives Harry gives Mike and Amelia free reign to fly
he's
the
like,
plane.
I have a proposition for you.
And Drew, it's not like a Southwest plane. It's like a plane that goes on water.
Yeah, it's like the one from Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
the
a little
first
puddle
one.
jumper.
Jacques, start the plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mike and Amelia, they get onto the plane and they kiss some more, and they're flying into the Christmas
Right
moon,
into the moon. Yeah.
a full moon.
Like, watch out.
It's very romantic.
Yeah.
And they're kissing, and they both know the switches because they go over the switches earlier together. So like it's like down, 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 up, 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 down, up, on the switches.
Yeah, it's like these have to be down.
Wait.
On the
You know,
plane.
on the plane, whatever the
Whoa,
thing.
whoa, whoa. So no, there's not a pilot,
No, he's a pilot because he went to the Army and learned how
Mike
to fly.
Ruggles used to be in the
and
military.
he's flying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he used to be the
She's-
co-pilot, and now
she's
he's
the
flying, and
co-pilot.
she's the co-pilot. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
thought, okay.
No, I was also thinking the same thing, Drew. I'm like, why can't the woman drive the plane? And Sarah Reed's like, because she's
not a pilot.
Yeah, she know.
Like, oh, okay.
See, I thought she was just gonna go with her uncle, but then I was like,
Yes.
oh, I see. They're gonna go together.
So, then we get like "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" happening, and the whole town singing as the
And then,
plane
like, the
flies
plane's
by,
taking off.
and they kiss again, and they go into the moon, and that's the end of the movie.
And the uncle also ends up with Pamela. He gets
Of course, of course,
He gets Pamela. Cool.
he does.
Okay.
He does. So that wraps up Christmas. Return to Christmas Creek.
I've made my
And
decision.
she like lives there now, like the whole family.
Oh,
like, moved
everyone,
back.
the whole family, like they left Chicago, they moved to Christmas Creek,
Yeah.
Wisconsin, or wherever.
Right? The dad takes the job, and
Yeah. And that's it. So Tim,
They moved to
on the
Kenosha.
podcast,
Christmas Creek.
we either pour it up. I'll bring it up on my things. So on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. What are you going to do to this movie?
I will pour it up.
And why?
Why? I just feel like, it maybe it's not amazing, but it will put you in the Christmas mood.
Okay.
Okay. Fair. Drew?
Tell you what, gonna put a cork in it. I really, really, really don't like that back and forth thing with the making out of the two, like the niece and the uncle. I can't get over that in my brain.
Can't separate it.
I can't separate that from the other nice, fun Christmassy things. Because this is just what you guys have explained to me. That's what popped out the most, and that's
It might have been my couch
That's what-
description, which didn't happen.
No, I know.
I know.
But just them
But there was a
doing
lot of
that,
focus on the uncle and the aunt, and you're like,
There
all
was.
right.
The uncle and the aunt, and then the niece. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Easy. Take it easy. Hallmark.
Yes.
I'm putting a cork in just because of that.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like Amelia's family was Danish, so that was interesting. Like they kept doing like a toast, so they were like Solange.
Oh yeah, they did do the toast a
They're
lot.
like,
I noticed
Beyonce.
that. Yeah.
You know,
Well, which is a classic Danish.
you know.
Well, I love when she does it with
Beyonce.
Mike. She's like Solange, but then he does it like hardcore with an accent. He like
Yeah.
does it correct.
She's like relax.
He's like, come on.
She's like relax. So I think I don't know because I like legitimately teared up a little bit because I don't know, but I'm also like I don't know. So I think if I have to choose,
You do.
I'm gonna put a cork in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a cork in it. I know. I like it sounded like I liked it, and
Yeah,
I did like it. But did I like other movies better so far this year? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's just what I have to do. I would let it breathe normally, but
And it seemed really complicated. I don't know. There's
And
a lot of complexity. I was
Tori
like, oh,
Anderson, the actress, was really good, and
Yeah.
Mike Ruggles was good. Like everyone was good. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I should just pour it out.
I'm pretty sure her building
Don't let my cork in it
affect,
make you
affect your
I
decision.
know,
But
but-
because I literally am going
But
off the description.
if I would I
Yes.
watch this again? I don't think so.
No.
So
Not even with like someone new, with your family.
oh,
your family.
Stop. No.
No, stop it. No, I wouldn't.
Okay, no. Put a cork in it. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that wraps up our conversation about Return to Christmas Creek. But now it is time for our favorite segment of this week and every week. Oh shit! I pressed the button too far. Okay, here we go. What you say? Candace, Cameron, Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace, Cameron, Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace, Cameron, Bure. Yeah. What you say? Candace, Cameron, Bure. Okay, what'd you say, Candace, Cameron, Bure?
Amazing.
So I have to mute us
Yes.
when that goes on because
It's true.
it'll just be us laughing, trying to sing with it.
Tim was like, "What's happening right now?"
What is this? I didn't know.
Yes. Well, Tim, don't worry. I wrote a song, of course. You've known me for a long time. You know I write songs. Anyways, so what I have today is not a clip. What I have is a Candace Cameron Bure poster because she released her poster this week. Her movie is Shoe Addicts Christmas. It comes out November 25th at 8 p.m. 7 Central.
Let's say this.
And
Shoe addicts.
Shoe addicts.
Shoe
Christmas.
Addicts
Yeah, I
Christmas.
didn't know that.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But we will definitely be covering this on the podcast. But what I want to talk about is the poster and how shady it is. So here's the thing. It's Candace. She's in a red dress. She's holding red shoes, and she's holding them in like a Y shape. And she's like, "Oh, what?
Ooh,
I'm
what
a
am I
shoe
doing?"
addict." And what I love about this is Candace and her co-stars are not in the same poster. So every other poster has been at least like superimposed, like photoshopped together, so it looks like they're together.
Right, yeah.
No, it's Candace in the middle, and her co-stars are very small bubbles at the bottom.
Little circular bubbles at the bottom. It looks like if you look at it, it looks kind of like she's the penis, and the co-stars are the balls.
That's wonderful. That's a great description.
Yeah.
On her right ball is Jean Smart. Jean Smart, who you would know from 24. I mean, you wouldn't really know her actually from anything because I don't think she's been in I'm trying to like look at what she's been in that we would know.
But she looks like Mary Poppins.
She does on the poster.
On the
She does
poster.
look like a.
But also
Christmas
in this
grandpa.
picture, her eyes are closed. Like
Yeah,
she's like half
she's like
blinking,
looking down.
And Candace probably
they are.
Yeah, Candace probably was like, It's fine. The poster's great.
Whatever, just-
I look great.
I look fine, so put it out.
Also, on the left ball is Luke McFarlane, who is her love interest in the movie, who is a gay Canadian actor. And I just have a lot of questions about this. Like,
he's gay and out, and
he's out. He dates
ready to go?
Wentworth Miller from Prison Break.
Oh, okay.
What? I didn't even know Wentworth Miller was gay.
Wentworth Miller is gay.
Crazy.
Yes.
Also, Hallmark seems like they get a lot of Canadian actors.
Of course.
Oh, no.
So
I hear that.
Luke McFarlane is like the Canadian Tom Cruise.
Canadian George Clooney.
He's amazing. George Clooney, yeah. But it's like, how could... Well, he's Canadian, so he's probably very polite. And like, he won't be like, Candace, why won't you care about me getting married? He'll just be like, oh, well, we're filming a movie and I'm getting paid to be here.
He's
And
just
I'm
gonna
just
be
happy for the opportunity.
He's going to be a pro. Just going to be a pro about
I'm
it.
not even going to ask her about it. I'm just going to be Luke McFarlane.
About.
Yeah. And, I just don't know. Like, this movie, the trailer drew... Oh, I wonder if I can find the trailer. So you guys talk about the poster, and I'm going to look for the trailer really quick.
So
I want to play it for you.
I want to know, like, and we can like talk about this more when we cover the actual movie.
Yeah.
But I just like a shoe.
Yeah.
I've already forgot the name.
Shoe Addicts Christmas.
Shoe Addicts Christmas.
So is it a Shoe Addicts Christmas?
Just Shoe Addicts
It's
Christmas.
just Shoe Addicts Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
What the fuck? Who cares about a shoe addict? Like,
You're
what
gonna
is
have an
that?
intervention.
And then what is that like? What do you?
And I'm Luke McFarlane, and we are going to play a little game of tinsel trivia. In what decade did North American Aerospace Defense Command start tracking Santa on Christmas Eve? The 1950s, the 1960s, or the
I don't know what's happening in this clip.
1960s.
60s.
50s.
What was the first country to issue a Christmas postage stamp?
Canada?
Because that's where he's
How do
from.
you say Merry Christmas in Hawaiian?
Maliki Laka.
Malika Maka.
Yeah, Maliki Laka is the thing to say. Yeah, damn.
Oh, God, they're us. Are you Candace and I'm Luke McFarlane, Tim? Oh, my God.
Yep.
My point
I
is,
am a shoe addict.
they seem to like really get along, and like I just don't understand how a gay man could like. I mean, if Candace was here right now and me and Candace were like hanging out, I'm sure we get along.
Sure.
And I'm like, Candace, your stance publicly has been one thing. You as a person, I feel like, is totally different than what you've output into the world.
This is why I'm thinking this is why I'm starting to think she's a genius.
Yeah.
So I think here's my theory.
Yes.
I've been trying to come up with a theory here. I think she's trying to backpedal on that stance only because she's realized that she has way more clout. Yeah.
Sure.
Than her brother.
Oh, Kirk.
Beforehand, I think she was worried about that whole situation. Now she's realized she has way more clout. She actually doesn't believe all that shit.
The extremist, like,
Right.
no wedding cake for gays.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't even know she.
She,
said
I think
we played it on the
she-
podcast with
Okay.
Susan Harmon, and Candace with Raven Simone had like a whole thing where Candace was like, it's a business's right to refuse anybody's service based on anything. And Raven Simone's like, but actually, no, that's discrimination. And that's like exactly what discrimination is. And Candace is like, well, to each his own.
And I think that she doesn't. This is just my theory.
A theory.
She's pulling back away from that because she just said that like straight up, being like, well, businesses should do whatever they want. And you're like, yeah, I mean that's
Right.
fair, but like
That makes sense.
I mean, a business should do whatever they want.
specifically this kind of thing. But I think she's like fucking eating her own.
I mean,
foot or
yeah,
whatever,
like a
putting her
business
foot in her mouth.
shouldn't turn down
Business.
a business
'Cause
because
you're-
they're gay or
Well, and
whatever.
I think the my point is that she is, especially with this guy's known. This guy is gay, like and known and out and ready to party.
Which is so interesting. So I have
And
to do some
think
research.
She is like without saying, being like, look, what I said, even though that's what she does all the time on her
Right.
fucking Instagram.
Yes.
I know I like said this, but like actually like what I mean. I think she's doing that. She's like, this is an Uber version of her Instagram.
Well, and what's great,
stuff.
Drew, is that we have a gay coming on the podcast to talk about her movie.
Yes.
Jason Geis will be joining us.
Oh, yeah.
Who is, well, actually, he's like later in life gay.
But I'd also assume just the industry she's in, she probably meets a lot of gay men.
Exactly. So it was shocking to me to have her say that, and I'm like, I don't understand why she's not an ally for the gays. Like, it just seems like it makes so much sense for her to do that, and for her to have a co-star who's Luke McFarlane. Like, support your co-star.
She was against it the whole time.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think she's just like she's trying to get away from that thing,
Right?
Because it doesn't help her
No.
at all.
Well, so you don't think she did a movie with a gay co-star to get even further away from it?
Well,
That's what I mean. I'm
you're
saying
right.
like to get away from the like her original statement of
She's
Yeah.
winning me over with that. I mean, that makes me question. Like,
know.
it makes me think like maybe Drew's right. Maybe his conspiracy theory is right about her, and she's just doing it for Kurt's benefit. Kurt Cameron, that is.
She's like, I don't want to be a part of it, but I can't just straight up say like, no, I'm actually super.
Who knows?
Totally cool
It
with
is-
any.
Yeah, it is a lot. Okay, so we are done talking about Return to Christmas Creek. Before we go, though, I do want to talk about our upcoming schedules because it's going to be a little bit different. So we are going to start covering Lifetime Christmas movies because if you forgot over the past couple weeks, we are called Lifetime Uncorked. We do cover Lifetime movies. I'm covering Hallmark movies because I like them and because, like, fuck you, don't judge me. It's my podcast. And I'll do whatever I want. But Lifetime also didn't cover any Christmas movies until Thanksgiving weekend. So happy Thanksgiving. But so what we're going to cover, I'm going to just go over this really quickly. We're going to cover My Christmas In. That comes out Wednesday, November 21st. We're going to cover Christmas at Grand Valley. I don't actually know. Oh, that's the Dana McKellar movie. That's on Hallmark. We're going to cover Pride and Prejudice and Mistletoe. That is with Lacey Chabert on Hallmark. We're going to cover Christmas Everlasting. That is the Hallmark Hall of Fame movie with Tatiana Ali and Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
We're going to cover, of course, Shoe Addicts Christmas with Jason Geis, as we have said, starring Candace Cameron Bure. We're going to cover Christmas at Honeysuckle Lane.
I saw advertisement for that when I was watching.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Christmas.
Alicia DeWitt, our favorite plastic surgeon redhead. We're going to cover Every Day is Christmas with Toni Braxton. We're going to cover A Very Night of Christmas with Melissa Joan Hart. And that should take us through the Thanksgiving week.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
That's
True.
Thanksgiving.
Next week, we're recording from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm going to have to take water breaks in between because...
Oh, we're going to have to take... Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be serious. But Tim...
But we're going to be wasted on the last one.
In the last one of that week is Shoe Addicts Christmas with Geis. So...
Yeah, so it won't even be...
It won't...
We won't even be talking about that.
Look, it's going to be Candace. It's going to be drunk times. I'm predicting that the Candace Cameron Bure Lifetime Uncorked episode will be shady as hell. Mm-hmm. We'll be
slurring a little bit.
We'll be slurring.
So this is just a warning.
Yeah, just get ready and know that I don't hate Candace. Candace doesn't hate me, but she kind of does because she hates my right to get married and whatever. And who cares? Like maybe I don't deserve to get married because
a cake.
Yeah, fine. I don't deserve to get a cake because you know what? I would want an ice cream cake, Candace. So an ice cream cake would not be available at that bakery. I would have to go to Baskin Robbins, who doesn't give a fuck.
Or Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Or Dairy Queen. And Dairy Queen has a KWEEN Queen.
Boom.
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 Tim, it is time for the promotional part of the podcast. Do you have anything you promote here?
No, I mean...
You laughed.
Jeez.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
Do you have a student film coming up or any projects or Instagram?
I mean, I'm doing stand-up. I mean, all over the place, all over town.
Really?
Just
all over Chicago doing
That's amazing.
Anywhere that allows me to do it.
Wonderful.
which is a lot of places.
Tell us a knock-knock joke.
All right, knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting-
Moo!
Oh my
My God, right? Because he fucking interrupted
He
it.
interrupted you.
That was a good
Fucking
one. Drew,
cows.
anything you'd like to plug here?
Just my Instagram, Drew But With Pants. Follow me. I got, some stupid shit I post all the time about my cat and my beard.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for being here for this episode of the podcast.
No worries.
And thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime on Court. Happy Thanksgiving, because you're probably listening to this with your whole family. If you are listening with your whole family, please make them take out their phones right now and rate and review the podcast. Grandma, she got an iPhone. She don't know how to review the podcast. Take that phone out of her old ass hands and say, Grandma, I got you, girl. I got you, Grandma. And you write, Patrick is a skinny legend in that podcast. And then you can also call us and let us know what you're thinking about these movies. We're at 872-267-4117. Don't forget to follow us on Lifetime on Court. Follow me at Patrick Miguel. Check out our blog at Lifetime on Court. I will be posting all the movie reviews there, even the ones we're not covering on the podcast, and they will be drunk rambling, so get ready. But yes, thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.